Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some of what I got on my Highway 127 trip. Highway 127 yard sale trip. There we go, Jody, with my friends. Okay, so we stayed in Russell Springs, Kentucky the first night. Then we went up to like Harrodsburg one night. And then I still can't remember the name of the third town that we stayed in. And then we ended up in Florence for the last night. So the first day was a very long day to drive down. But then the last day I was so grateful because it was 4.5 hours to get home and not like forever to get down there. So these were just some little dogs. Actually, one of the girls got them and she was like, "You want these?" And just stuck them in my pile. I don't know what I'm going to do with them because you guys know I'm a cat person. So, but anyway, somebody who likes little Scottish Terrier dogs. Some of this I can't remember, so we'll see. Oh, this was some, like the stamps, you know, that go in the stamp books that people used to collect. A World's Fair postcard. Signers of the Declaration of Independence. I thought that was a really cool little book. And it'll go like in my patriotic bin for if I ever get around to making that journal. This absolutely beautiful cover. Oh my gosh. So this is so funny. We were at a fairgrounds and it was blazing hot on Friday. And we decided that, and it was just the two of us that were riding together at this point. So we're at this fairgrounds and we're trying to leave, and we were in the shade under the grandstands, and we were like, okay, we have to get back to the car. It's not an option to not get back to the car. It was so hot we didn't want to. And then we were like, oh, well, let's go in here. This building has air conditioning. So we did, and we had like these little battery operated fans around our necks. And so we were like, we walked in, and then it was like turbo air with those little fans. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So we were talking to this lady at this table, and then I turned around and, oh, this is inappropriate. This is a very non-PC piece. It was like so inappropriate, right? Like the things that we were, oh my gosh, the heat was like so disrespectful that day. And anyway, so we're talking to this lady and she's so nice. And I turn around and see some stuff in a box and start digging things out of a box. And then Dina starts digging things out of a box too. But look, we found these super cute napkins. And then we were like, is it okay that we're just digging in this box of stuff? And she says, yeah. So we got this whole box. We didn't even know what all was in it. And we split it. But this book was in there. And it's so pretty. I don't know. Lady and Miss Tuesey's Mission. I have no idea what it's about. Laddie. That's Laddie, not Lady. Anyway, I just wanted the cover. We have some Beatles postcards. Anybody Beatles fans? Those were just the pieces. This is a giant postcard, it says. So just some interesting things like that. That is a 12 days gift, so that's got to get set aside. I have to be really careful digging through some of this stuff because I do have gifts in here. So this was a cool little book. Like, check out this little book. It's got poetry and florals. It's just kind of a cool book. Lots of these like vintage envelopes. Like, I was sorting those out by design and splitting them in half and all kinds of good fun stuff there. Oh my gosh, this piece is so cool. This was in a box that she had bought, but she gave it to me because it's got all these amazing bunnies on it, you guys. It is so cute. It opens up into a really big piece. So that's going to go in the bunny bin. I'm going to do this video in parts because once I show you what's in this bag, I'm going to go put it away. And then I'll come back. Let me see if I can find, I don't know why I can't remember the name of the freaking towns that we were staying at. Like, hello? I'll find it and I'll tell you guys like where we stayed. We stayed, the first night was in this really terrible little hotel. Oh, Frankfurt. The third night was Frankfurt. You'd think I would know that. It's the state capital. Anyway, so this is just a really cool, this was a 1940 book, and I literally cut this book in half and split it. So it paid more for it than I would normally have paid for a book, but it was a really cool piece. So there's that. Oh, there's another doggy. Okay, so yeah, the first night was Russell Springs. The second night was Harrodsburg. The third night was Frankfurt. And the last night was Florence. I mean, the first night's hotel was so sketchy, I could literally see daylight all the way around the door. I would send a picture to Mark, and I was like, if something happens to me tonight, you know what? Got these super cool milk caps. I love dairy caps, so love those. So the guy was like, I'll throw those in. Where's the other thing I got from him? Must be stuck in here somewhere. It is. So I told you guys this was a scrapbook. Here, I got these. He was like, why do you want bluegrass stuff when you live where you live? And I was like, cause it's cool. But they're like little stickers. I can't even read that. I need a magnifying glass. But anyway. So I took the scrapbook apart. I gave Dina the cover. So she has the cover to it because I knew I wouldn't use the cover. But these are absolutely loaded pages with all these cards. And the person dated them. So I think the book was like 1943 to 46, I think. Yeah, 1943 to 1946. This person had saved all of these amazing cards. I'm going to sit here and show you all of them. But that's kind of the gist of it. So some super neat designs in here to play with. So, and I don't remember. We got 11 or 12 pages each and like totally loaded. So I have to figure out where I'm going to put those so they don't get damaged. And then this magazine was in that box that we got as stuff, and it's Christmas. So she got, she took something super cool, and I got this because it was Christmas related, and I do so much that's Christmas. Does this have a year on it? I know it does. Somewhere. 1955. So I'm sure there will be some super funny advertisements in here or things that we know that we would never see in today's world in this magazine. So that's a really fun one to use. Like, look at her. Isn't she beautiful? That looks like Doris Day and, oh, what's his name? Oh, I can't think of it. Okay, I'll put these away. Okay. If you see pricing on things, that's not necessarily what I paid for it. Just know that. Because I was trying to make some really good deals. What is in here? Oh, yeah. Got this stamp, you guys. Isn't this fun? It's like this ginormous stamp from the 1980s. It's a big date stamp. But I thought, how cool is that? But there's some, like, X's in here, so I'm assuming, like, if you needed to X out that space or something. But anyway, I thought that would be really fun for just mark making on pages and stuff. So I thought, it's huge, but I thought it would be fun. I got these salt and pepper shakers. And you guys know I like to use salt and pepper shakers for like my powders, my pigment powders, or my RIT dye powders. And my friend and I were talking about putting the Lindy's powders in little salt and pepper shakers. So I'm on a mission. I want to find the little ones. I think I have a set, but those are like for when we have family dinners, so I don't really know if I can commandeer those or not. But anyway, but I do have a love affair with salt and pepper shakers. There's 2 sets in here. There's these. I think I only bought 2 sets. I don't know. And these, I thought these were pretty, these cut glass ones. But I love these. I have not seen these before, and I thought they were super cool. I don't have enough light on, I think. How's that? Is that better? That's better. All right. Okay, set these aside. I have to find homes for a lot of this stuff. Like the things that I just already unboxed. I'm like, I have got to reorganize this room again. So these are some cigar labels. A variety of cigar labels in here. So I'll probably be listing some of those for sale. Some super cool bingo cards. I like these because they're more narrow. Usually they're like wider, but these were really a cool size. Firestone Farm notebook. And I don't know what this is. This was just laying on a table and I picked it up and he was like, I'll throw that in. Flex and Peel, Do Not Moisten. R.R. Kellogg Company. I'm not sure what those are, but they're motor oil, so I picked them up. I thought they were neat. And this old farm book is so fun. It's a blank notebook. I tried to find a date in the Laddie and Miss Tuesday's mission. I can't find a date in it, so I have to look that up. This is actually somebody's registration and owner's manual for an Oldsmobile. So I thought that was kind of fun. This is fun. Okay, so we're getting into something really fun. So this I got from the same guy. Let me set this aside. And this guy was something special. He was out of Indiana and he had these tables and he just had stuff. It's like he just dumped his boxes all over the tables. It was so random, really unorganized. Nothing was priced. And he was complaining so bad about people when we first walked up. It was really off-putting. And, but he had a box and it had these books in it and it had everything that's in this cigar box. I got this cigar box from him too. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, it is in great shape and the bottom of it's wood. It's just a beautiful box. But all this was in this box. And I was like and you guys know I need stamps like a hole in the head. Or maybe you don't know that. I have a priority mailing box upstairs. And it is jam-packed full of stamps and another tote of stamps. So if you need postage stamps, let me know. But there was some cool bits in here. So like this envelope was from 1892. I didn't even look to see if anything was still in it. The answer to that is no, it's empty. But what a cool piece out of Kokomo. So for my Indiana friends, that's out of Kokomo. But he said he had just gotten this stuff out of a storage unit. And I'm like, okay. But really what got me, well, that envelope got me for 1892. But this was a cool book, the Stamp Collector Stock Book. But look, it's got some really, like it's got the slits where you, oh, look at that 4-cent Christmas stamp. But anyway, so like what a fun piece is that. I love that. And actually, not only is this a super cool piece, it's a very inspiring piece as well. For the design of it, for making like an ephemera holder or something. But it had this one as well. And it talks about the different designs of stamps. And so if you were a stamp collector, you could put them in here. So I thought that was really neat. And actually, this is a great guide because I do have so many stamps and I don't know what ages they are. So I would be curious if I really wanted to set and take the time to do this. I could probably fill this up pretty good with quite a few stamps. But anyway, so super fun piece. Look at those birds. That's so pretty. Okay, but anyway, so there was that. Then there's the Explorer stamp album. I got all this. This was just all in a box. And I thought it was just really cool. And I realized some of these have dates on them and like some don't. But anyway, I just thought it was a really cool box of things. And I got this for a song. Otherwise, I would not have bought it. I wanted the cigar box for sure. But I didn't really care about all of the stamps. But look at this box. This is such a cool box. And did it have anything in it? I don't know. I just thought the box was cool. Oh, there's a stamp hiding in there. So anyway, sparkling beauty for your stamp collection. Oh, like sleeves. I don't know. Anyway, I still have to go through everything in here. I'm not going to do that with you. Oh, these are cool. What are these? Stamp hinges. Oh. Well, aren't those Slick Willy? Huh. I just dumped it all in the cigar box and bought it from him. I like literally didn't look through it all. Like I said, the books I thought were super cool. And that 1892 envelope was super cool. And oh, look at this glassine bag. It actually has a postmark on it, but I can't read it. So anyway, so some inspirational pieces for making, and then also, you know, the cool books in the box, and you know. So anyway, again, if you need stamps, you guys just let me know. I can put together some packages for you. All right, so we got these really cute vintage bobby pins. This was in that box of things I was digging through that lady had. And I just had a whole handful of stuff, and I was like, how much for this? So, oh, what is that? A Valvoline sticker. Huh. Okay. And I got an aspirin tin, and she was cute. She was like, please don't take the aspirin. I'm like, I'm not going to take the aspirin. I just want the tin. All right, I got a couple of stamps. This is like received Central US, and what is the date in here? The 1980s are the years. What is that? And then this was a banking stamp. Some matches. I don't know. This must have been in the handful of stuff. Oh, that's not match. It is matches, but there's sewing thread in there. Why is that attached? Interesting. Matches and sewing thread. I got a spool. I got a milk glass jar. Oh, I've got 2 other jars down by the kitchen sink. I have to wash them. I thought these were just cool cards. Got this from the lady with the wedding dress. These are some cool postcards I got, and these are something else I need to quit buying because I have quite a few postcards, but I do love them. Canadian Tire. I don't know what that is, but thought that would be cool in the masculine journal. I don't know how old these are. Some of the stuff I bought I can digitize, and some I can't because of the age of things. This lady had the most beautiful booth. Like, her stuff was set up so nice. Oh, there's some non-PC stuff in here. But I got some vintage cards from her. Yep. Okay. I got some very non-PC stuff in that pile. So we're just going to tuck that away. I don't want to offend anybody. I got a little golden book, 12 Days of Christmas, because I needed another little golden book, like a hole in the head. But I love the design in this, and this is one I knew I didn't have. Reality checklist, so some little sassy things there. And this guy had all these little appliques in this bag, and I don't know. I have to look up and see what branch of service this is. If it's Coast Guard, I know it's not Navy, so I'm thinking it might be Coast Guard. And then get a Cinderella lithograph. I don't know. I thought that was cute. This was a cool thing. Again, ignore the price. But look at the inside of this. It has all the nibs and the book and everything in here. It was brand new. And I thought, well, that would be really fun to actually attempt to learn how to do calligraphy since the whole kit's here. I don't know if the ink is any good or anything, but the little jars are cool. But all the nibs I thought was really neat. I don't have any idea how to do calligraphy, so we'll see if that's something I actually learned to do or not. Okay, set that aside. I traded this. She had bought this, and it's so cool. It's a receipt book from the 70s, and the guy said this was a local feed mill down there out of Gradyville, Kentucky. So I thought these were so cool. And again, something really neat to go in the masculine journal. Oh, the maps. I traded that for some of these maps. These are Pennsylvania County highway maps. And so anyway, I have a bunch of them. This is a small one. But I thought, well, how cool would these be? Even like to pull gel prints off of, or paint or splatter with ink and have this as the background. It could be some collage fodder. I thought it would be really cool. Some of them have, okay, this is August of 1964. And another one I opened was like 1961. So they're really cool. You don't want to know how many of those I got. But that was when the guy was like, hey, did you buy all those? And I was like, yes. And he goes, oh, I'll buy one from you. So, oh. Okay, I got some playing cards. I thought these were really cute little fishy ones for the mermaid journal, beach journal, whatever. And I thought this was really fun. We actually play Wizard, and this is an actual Wizard deck. Because usually when I make the deck of cards, I have to use 2 decks of cards to pull the jacks and the wizards, the jokers, the jokers and the jacks out of the secondary deck of cards. So I thought, well, this will be nice because it's its own deck of cards. So I'll put that in our game bin for when we travel. I got a bag of wooden nickels. Actually, I got 2, but they are all the same. So I already have, I'm sending those to my friend, some of those to my friend. And this was like, if we buy all your bags, what kind of a price will you do? So we split and divvied this up. So like there were 6 stamps. So we cut this in half to share. Some little wooden things like this. A variety of brads. Like there's a lot of fun colors. And like the little kitty cats are so cute. A thing of Christmas charms. I need to just go put that in the 12-day stuff for wrapping. Some Tim Holtz chipboard words, Christmas and non-Christmas in here. I've got loose gears, so, oh, here's the bag of gears. So we were just splitting, you know, we just thought, oh, I gotta be careful. Some of this is gifting the stuff. Embossing folder, just some random bits here. Flower bit. Again, some of these I got for, I thought would be cool to put on Christmas presents. Yep, that's a Christmas present. You know, so it's just some fun things that we can use. Like this is a fun die. I need to run this through the machine and see what it does. Stamps, some crepe trim. I don't know what I will ever do with that. Maybe use it to wrap a Christmas present. That's a Christmas present. Some steampunk owls. Some border dies. Look, he's so fun. You guys know I love my skeletons. Like, how cute is that? Some little ghost dies. Look at this, a beautiful Poinsettia 3D embossing folder. It's beautiful. And it says it's 5.5 by 8.5. So that would be like doing a whole half of a page for a journal. So you know what would be, oh, that would be so pretty with that red paper. Oh, we might have to play with that. Just some Tim Holtz rulers and a variety of stamps here. And like this was the full set of stamps, but we just split it in half. So I got the ice cream cone and popcorn. So she got the gumball machine and the soda pop. So that's how you do things when you're splitting with your friend. I was like, the bottom half of these, like it said quirky and something else. And I was like, the bottom half of this looks like more like you. And she goes, yeah. So I was like, okay, just cut it in half and gave it to her. So I think that's it. I do have the wedding dress, but I am not. I have to take that down and wash it. Oh, look at this beautiful poinsettia pin. You guys don't know I'm saving for a cardinal and poinsettia journal. And then if you haven't noticed by now, I just love poinsettias. I just think they're beautiful. So I tend to pick things up that are poinsettia when I see them. Okay, so just for the fun of it, I am going to run a piece of red paper through with this and see what it does. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what it did. Oh, it's so pretty. Did it tear? It might have torn. Oh, wow. Is that something else? Oh, yeah. And I folded this paper in half. And now I don't know if I can get it apart. I have not ever done this and folded it in half. That's the biggest embossing folder I've ever used. So I'm not sure. Okay, just leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. Let's see. Oh, it's so pretty, you guys. Oh, this is drying out. That's not good. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, I can see what I'm going to be doing with this now. It's beautiful. Oh, you could do that. Even if you did that like on watercolor paper and then you painted the tops of these, oh my gosh, that would be so pretty. So pretty. Wow. Okay. Not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to actually be working on my collaboration project, but I set it aside because I wanted to kind of play with the things I got on my trip. And I know, Kirsten, you had asked me, and I was like, I am not photographing everything I got. And I'm not even sure for sure that this, well, this isn't everything because I got some stuff for Mark, but he's already put that like away. I got two really cool vintage enamel lights, like for the barn. We have to rewire them and put new electrical bits to them, but it was the enamel shades, like they were green and kind of cream colored underneath, and they're so neat. And the guy had them when we first got to like this location, and I was like, what do you want for those? And when he told me, I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that. So I called Mark and I said, listen, and he knew as soon as I said what they were, as soon as I said old barn lights, he goes, oh, the old enamel ones? And I said, yeah. And so we talked about it and agreed on a price that we were comfortable paying for them. And at the end of the day, or like, you know, we were there for quite a while. And so I went back to him and I was like, listen, I can't give you what you're asking for those. So this is where I'm comfortable. And so he was like, okay. And oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. So anyway, those are really cool. So those will be on the barn at some point. But isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. So, such a pretty. Okay, it's called Notched Corner Poinsettia. One folder. It's 5.5 by 8.5. It is a Spellbinders ESD070. Beautiful. I am super happy with that. Okay, so that is it for this video. So if you stuck with me throughout the whole video, thank you. But I just thought it was kind of fun, and Kirsten, you'd asked me what I got, and this was much easier than trying to take pictures of everything and send them to you. So anyway, all right, you guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. You guys, it's like a bad commercial. But wait, there's more. So Mark just said, hey, where's the corn skewers you told me you got? And I was like, oh, there's a bag somewhere. I found the bag. But look at these. I get tired of the plastic ones breaking. So I actually found these in an actual vintage shop. So hopefully they'll hold up better than the plastic ones. But it says stainless steel on them. I don't know, but I thought they were cool for little corn skewers because it's corn season. And my plastic ones keep breaking. They're driving me crazy. Okay, more bingo cards, and there's some bingo game bits in here. And then some of, this is our gifts too, but I don't know how much of it. So some crochet doilies, and look how beautiful this linen is. It's like so pretty. And this is almost like, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know, just, oh, that was the underside. I never even opened them up. I think the underside is pretty. That's funny. Anyway, those are gorgeous. That is the underside. This is the top side. Well, both sides are pretty anyway. So those, and I got, this is an enormous panel that is beautiful. And I'm thinking I want to get a piece of batting that's big enough for this. Of course, that means I have to go into a store that I haven't been in on purpose. But anyway, look at this beautiful piece. It's God Bless America. And somebody has hand-stitched this whole thing. And it's absolutely beautiful. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I put that on some batting and backing and stitched it together, it would just be a beautiful piece. Or even just make this as a wall hanging. It would just be beautiful. Somebody did a beautiful job stitching that. Beautiful job. So I showed you those. Isn't this going to be a beautiful journal cover? Or inside of a journal even. And again, somebody has stitched this. I'm going to guess it's the same person. I can see the same blue through here. So maybe it's like a pre-printed panel. Oh, say that 3 times real fast. But anyway, it's just gorgeous. And it's got 2 of them on there. This side's got a stain, but I don't care about that. So anyway, and then this piece is also just beautiful. Just a beautiful piece. So anyway, that was it. Nope, there's more. Different. There's more. Got some keys. Oh, there's more skewers. Oh, that's where they were. Oh my gosh. All right. I got bingo parts and keys and all kinds of fun stuff in here. So that is it. That's the end of it for the things that I got. Okay. It really is the end of the video now. Bye.